Hello everyone. We're back, and what we're talking about now is slope. And slope can be written as a fraction a lot of times, and I just don't want anybody to get mixed up when it ends up being a fraction. So we have what's called equivalent fractions. Maybe you remember this from 7th grade, maybe not, but equivalent fractions mean that they are basically the same value when you plot them on the number line. 1/2 is the same as 2 divided by 4, and 3 divided by 6, and 4 divided by 8. And you can always transform a fraction into another fraction by doing the same multiplication on the top and the bottom. So if I multiply the top and the bottom by 2, that's how I would get it to be 2/4. And if I multiply it by 3 over 3, and it's just like multiplying by 1, isn't it? 2 divided by 2 is 1. So anything times 1 is the same, has the same value, right? One of those things is that thing. So it just changes the way it looks. It doesn't change the value. So 1/2 times 3 over 3 would be 3/6. And so I want to show you that when I put these values in for the slope, that I get the same sort of rise over run, rise over run. And anytime we divide by 1, that's kind of our unit value, and that's the unit rate of change. So in one step, if we go one step, how far has it gone up? So if my slope is 2/3, where I'm saying I'm going to rise 2, go up 2 over 3, that means the unit, it's going to go up 0.6667, right, over 1. And it will be this height right here should be 0.6667, right? So, or 2/3, right? This is 1 comma 2/3 is that height, and this one over here, this point right there, will be 3 comma 2. So anyway, I have a way to illustrate this with my good old friend, the cat. So I made this little function, and you can copy all this and make your own function. You will have to make some variables. I made rise and run, and then I defined a block. Actually, most programming languages would call these functions, because we're going to pass some inputs. We're going to pass rise and run, and he's going to do something with it and give you an output, which is draw on the screen. The change by y is going to be the rise, and the change by x is going to be the run. You didn't know the cat could do x's and y's, did you? Okay, so anyway, let's start over. So we click that, and he goes back to the middle, 0, 0, puts the pen down, and he sets his size to 20%. I don't like him being very big right now because I want to see all the slope. So he's going to draw out some stuff. So spacebar to continue. How much to rise? Okay, let's do our 1/2. Let's do up 1 over 2. So how much run? And you see he did that. So let's do it a couple times. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. And then I can hit the flag and make them both back. So you can see he's rising by 1, running by 2 a bunch of times. Now, equivalent fractions say that it should be the same slope if I go, up 2 over 4. So let's try that, 2, 4. And you can see that his line, he went up 2 over 4. And let's do that a couple times. 2, 4, 2, 4. Okay, and now he's done it 3 times. And he's up to there, and I'll send him back, hit the flag, to return to the center. And what else could we do? We could do 3, 6, right? Spacebar 3, 6. Spacebar 3, 6. And you can see that he's still on the same line. Now what if he does, let's do the unit change. So the unit change was 0.51, and it's kind of hard to see, but I'll do a couple of them. 0.51, 0.51, like he's going just in like little tiny triangles, right? But he's still on the same slope. Let's send him back. Alright, so let's try some more slopes. I'll hit C to clear. And now let's do 3/4. Spacebar, 3/4. Okay, 3/4. 3/4. And send it back. And what if I do 6/8? 6/8. And you see his slope is the same. So we have all these similar triangles. So a line has, no matter what way you write the fraction, equivalent fractions make similar triangles when mapping out the slope. Okay, let's try some negative slope here. Let's clear. How about -5/2? So -5, 2. And you see it went down and over. And let's do that again. -5, 2. And let's do it one more time. -5, 2. And send it back. Okay, so what would be an equivalent fraction to -5/2? How about -10/4? Multiplying the top and bottom by 2, so now 10/4. There we go. And the unit change would be down 2.5/1. Let's do it again. Down 2.5/1. And you can see he's doing that. Down 2.5/1. And down 2.5/1. So that is my cat function. That he draws lines. Okay. You can make one on your own, or just experiment with the one that I made.